Hi, my name is Natalie Liberty, and I'm a teacher at Central High School in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
From the period 6 bin and fill out your college prep progress for the month of February. On the back, in the February box, you need to answer the 3 questions that are on the board. So what is your overall college readiness score for the month of February? Did you meet your January goal? And then what is your goal for the month of March? Okay, timer has started. You have 7 minutes. If you have not done so, you need to pick up a college readiness rubric. And you need to begin that for the month of February. Phones away, please. You have a resume. Ooh, that's really good. How many of you don't have a resume? That's okay, don't be embarrassed. In my period 2 and period 3, most people didn't have a resume, so I asked them, would it be beneficial for you if I showed, like during the do now for 3 or 4 minutes what my resume looks like and kind of go through that? Even though you guys have like a drafted one, or even if you have a good resume, would you still think that that would be beneficial? Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's true. So it's kind of a challenge, especially if you have a lot of activities, to kind of squeeze it down into a concise. Structure of muscles, which is what you created your EI charts on last night for homework. So if you want to read along with me, I'm going to read the directions to you. With your group, use the set of materials at your table to build a model that creates an analogy for microscopic muscle structure. Does anybody know what the word analogy means? Awesome. Okay, so what you are going to do is you have to determine which objects at your table are going to represent the different parts of a muscle. So the different parts of the muscle, the different structures inside of a muscle are on your sheet. So you need to come up with an object at your table to represent each of these things. So fascia, thick and thin filaments, fascicles, myofibrils, muscle fibers, and muscle. So muscle is like the overall thing, and then the other things that were just listed are parts of that muscle. So you're going to take the objects at your table and build a model of a muscle, and in doing so, figure out which parts will represent each of the parts of each of the structures of the muscle. So you can use your EI charts to help you, and the textbook, page 178, has a great diagram for that. And when you're finished with that, then you need to label your model in the box on your sheet, and then you need to create a key. So you need to say like test tubes equal whatever they are representing, the straws equal this, whatever. Some of you have like just science lab stuff. Others of you have some weird stuff like parts of airplanes. Yeah, that I'm like kind of excited about. Others of you have just like random stuff. You don't need to use all of your materials. There are some like tape, paper, scissors to help you. You don't have to use them, but it's kind of going to be like a challenge. And this is, again, we haven't talked about muscles yet, so this is kind of like an exploration activity for you to figure out how a muscle is structured from the inside out or from the outside in. Any questions, comments, concerns, predictions, confusions? No? Okay, so you have until the end of class, which is 30 minutes, to build your muscle. I will be coming around to help you and facilitate that. And I'm not going to give you that much guidance on purpose. So, ready? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the diagram that we did together, and this is the drawing of it, and each number represents each piece that we did. So for example, the paper around the metal piece would be fascia, something that we covered over.
Tasha's binding them all together, and that will give us those muscle fibers, right? Where's the next step? Where do they go next then? Okay. So these are going to go into here, and what does this represent? Daniel? Fascicle, exactly. Okay.
You see it? Bridgeport. So I don't know if I'll around that way.
Like strips.
Okay, so what is your next goal for bed?
Story that constant up.
Okay. Cool. Great, Zanima, thank you, ma'am. And now, thank you, dear. For half credit. Generally, so we need to chat because you were here yesterday, okay? Homework is on the board. Done. Okay. Move on. Thank you, ma'am. You understand now? Amy?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Thank you.
Miss, I don't have a book. I don't have a book, so how am I going to do it?
Did you lose it?
No, you never gave me a book.
I do believe you. I don't. Thank you, Natasha.
I mean, she wants me to copy or want me to do it by myself.
You're basically learning what they're
Thank you, ma'am.
You cheaper. I'm serious.
Okay, timer says 4 minutes and 15 seconds. If you can please put your monsters in a pile in the center of the table, I would love you forever. I already do. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You still can't find that blue monster.
No. For $1 billion kajillion, don't you think it's really time to look for me? This pile.
You serious?
Thank you. Table full of rocks. Okay, orange table. Can you guys grab your trackers from your folder right now? The tracking of your progress.
I'll give myself a 1 for this.
Morning for the end of the day. Let's go over kind of like the overall structure of a muscle starting from the inside to the most basic out. So, who can tell us the most basic element? What do we have? Filaments. Okay, working our way out. What's the next thing? Myofibrils. Working our way out. What's the next thing? Muscle fiber. Then fascicles. Then we have our muscle. And our overall fascia that covers it to protect it. Awesome work today. I'm really proud of you guys. We're going to pick up here tomorrow where your group is going to go to another table and work with new materials but do the same thing. It should be a little bit easier this time. Really good work today. Okay. Then you need some shoes too.
You'll fit your size.
What kind of shoes?
I'm a size 5.